Hello, friends. Happy Friday. We made it. We survived another week in this crazy world. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wait for everyone to pop on, and then we will get started. But when you pop on, let me know where you're watching from. If you're catching this on the replay, go and hashtag replay in the comments. Feel free to skip on forward till I get started. And then for today's makeup look, we're just kind of, I don't know what to call it. We're just going to do some makeup. We're going to have fun. We're going to hang out today. How about that? And then after my makeup live, I have an exciting live to do with you guys at around 2 o'clock-ish. I might have to move it back if I'm running late. So be on the lookout for that. It's kind of like a fun new product I've been using that I really am excited to share with you guys. So make sure to tune back in around 2-ish. And then, what else was I going to tell you guys? And then, oh, I'm going to do my hair. I washed my hair, Avi, and I was going to show you guys how to use the La Volume, which is a really cool tool by Launch. So I was going to show you guys how to use that. So we'll go ahead and jump on in. Yesterday I did I feel like I have a hair. Do you guys hate that? I hate that. Like, I feel you. I feel you. I just don't see you. Like Jesus. I feel like a spaz sometimes. What was I going to say? I was going to say, yesterday we did the spray foundation. So today I thought we'd do the stick foundation, and then maybe tomorrow we'll do the spray foundation. So you guys can always see all of the different foundation options that we carry to see what is the best fit for you. But as always, please reach out to me. Please text me. Please DM me, message me here on Facebook if you're not sure what to use, what to grab. I would love to give you a color match or a recommendation. So please reach out. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. Hi, Laura. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here. If you're new, go ahead and hashtag newbie in the comments so I can welcome you properly. And then, oops, I almost forgot to put my shopping link. I am a spaz today. And then I'm going to put my shopping link right here in the comments. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find all of the makeup I'm about to use. And let me pin there. There you go. That's where you can find all the makeup I'm about to use and all the tools and everything. So make sure you are shopping there, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Brenda, I would love to help you. Please send me a message. Yes, I will definitely make sure to do like a quickie on the go makeup look this week. I promise. Hi, Amy. Thanks for being here. Hi, guys. All right, so I'm just going to go jumping on into it. So this is a stick foundation. This is one of my favorite foundation coverages because how fast and easy it is. So I have so much to do today. So I was like, okay, I need to do an easy live. I need to do some easy makeup. What do I want to use? It was like a no-brainer that I wanted to use a stick foundation. Thanks. It's actually a dress, which I'll show you guys. It's actually part of my Amazon haul. I'm going to do a whole Amazon fashion haul on my Instagram stories on Sunday. So make sure you're following me on Instagram and you are watching my Instagram stories. If you're not sure how to get there, you'll just go to my Instagram, which is Rhea Hope, and then you'll go to my profile picture, which has a little red circle around it, and you'll click that and the stories will begin to play. So make sure you're watching the stories for all the fun fashion finds from Amazon on Sunday. Hello from Pittsburgh. Amazon. Yay, I'm so excited for you. Yes, totally. We need a girls trip for sure. Big order just now with products. Yay! I'm so excited for you guys, for all your goodies. Thanks for letting me know that you're checking out. I so appreciate you guys. Make sure if you have any trouble checking out or finding any products on the website that you just send me a message. I would be so happy to help you. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just blending in this stick foundation, and I'm using the blending bud to do it. I really love using this product with this applicator because it really compresses the makeup down into place, and it just gives you the softest, smoothest coverage ever. So if you have large pores or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles or really dry skin, the stick option is a really great option for you because of just how soft it is. As you see, I completely avoided my under eye, and that is because we're going to go in with our concealer. So the only like big difference when it comes to my like routine, especially with the stick foundation, is the concealer part. So this is like one of the biggest parts that I kind of like mix around. Typically, I put all my foundation like all over, and then I'll put the stick foundation over it. So with this, I don't actually do that. I avoid my under eye with the stick foundation, and then I go in with my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza, and then I'm going to pop this on underneath. Hi, Jamie. Welcome for being here. Welcome from being here. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. There we go. English is so hard. So the reason that I don't like to layer the two is because the stick foundation is full coverage. It's super full coverage, which I love. I love knowing that it's going to hide everything and anything, and it feels really, really good on the skin. But with the under eye, you don't want to layer too many like full coverage products under there. So I prefer to kind of avoid that under eye and just use my concealer for that area. So if you have trouble with your under eyes creasing a lot, this will be a better option for you. And you can actually use this idea or this step with other foundation options. If you find that your concealer is creasing a lot with the spray or the liquid or whatever, I encourage you to kind of like play around with your application. It may work better for you if you're using the concealer by itself on your under eye. So always a good option. So that was the stick foundation in the shade Lace that I used, and then this was the concealer in the shade Organza. And then now I'm going to blend the rest of this in just to make it look super full coverage and really, really soft. And it's super, super hydrating, which I love, especially when my skin is feeling a little dry. Yeah, so liquid foundation's so good. So which is better, stick, spray, or liquid? I prefer healthy coverage considering I use double wear. So it kind of depends what type of skin you have, to be honest, and what kind of preference of foundation you like. So because you wear the Estee Lauder double wear, that's actually what I used to wear. My favorite coverage coming from that was mixing the Liquid Touch and the BB Flawless together. It was actually like my favorite coverage. It had a similar consistency and coverage wise, but it was a little bit softer on the skin. It didn't really feel like I had that much makeup on as opposed to wearing Estee Lauder. And it also gave me more coverage, hiding my dark circles and fine lines and all the things better than the Estee Lauder brand did on me personally. When I use a pressed powder over my concealer, do I use a bunch or blending bud? It, again, is going to depend on your skin type, but you can try it two different ways. So I'm going to contour really fast, and then I'll talk to you guys all about setting. Ageless makeup. 71 love the glamorous look. Yes, I love that. I love that phrase right there. That's perfect. So another thing for mature skin is a cream contour is so beautiful on mature skin because it's a cream base, so it's not going to accentuate your fine lines and wrinkles. So what you're going to do is I'm taking the same product, the stick foundation. So technically it's a foundation, but this is in the shade Chenille, which is going to be a way darker color for my complexion, obviously, but it's the most beautiful, soft, not muddy, not heavy, not like dirty looking contour. So you're going to take the fat end of your bud and you're just going to bounce this in that area, and this is going to start to blend that out really nicely, just like this. And then around the jawline. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so spray for oily skin is really, really great. And then the stick foundation would be really great if you have dry skin. So I feel like that kind of narrows it down a little bit, but both the stick and the spray are both super full coverage. The liquid foundation is going to be more of a medium to full. And then the BB Flawless is going to be more of that light coverage, as well as the pressed powder is more of a light coverage by itself. So like I always say, it just kind of depends on the person and your preference and your skin type. But that's why you have me. So just message me a selfie facing a window and I can tell you what is the better option for your skin type and your preference. All right, so now that that's all blended out, I'm going to just kind of go over any areas that I have creasing or anything like that in those areas. But look how pretty that contour is. Is that so soft? So soft, so subtle, so like glowy. Isn't that so pretty? So I wish I could leave it like this, but I have really oily skin, so I need to set it really well. So now we're going to talk all about setting. Yes, the blending buds are by Unique, and I wring them underneath the water and then squeeze them till no water comes out. Then they're ready to use. And these guys are so different than like an everyday beauty blender. I highly, highly recommend to make sure that you are using the Unique blending buds when you're using foundation. Honestly, it makes a huge, huge difference. All right, so now I'm going to take my Touch Behold setting powder, and I'm going to take a dry beauty blender. I like this one because it's flat, and then we're going to take the setting spray and spray that on there, and then we're going to push it right into the powder, and I always like squeeze my sponge. And now I'm going to use this wherever, one, I used concealer or I get really oily. Another thing that I love about our setting powder is how brightening it is. So this is a really good product for brightening as well. So I'm going to take this and go underneath my contour and around my mouth. Going around my mouth because I don't want any fine lines happening. And I'm going to go around the contour for brightening. Just like that. So you can kind of use it for more than like one thing. Like I said, it's great for brightening and it's great for setting. So whether you wanted to use it for either or, you can either do it like I did, which is called baking. It's essentially just using a lot of product, and it's drawing out the oils in your skin and trapping them so they're not going to move around or push against your foundation, making it look shiny or greasy or come off altogether. But if you have dry skin or this just looks like too much product, you can totally use it how I used it on my mom the other day live, which you can watch that on the replay if you're needing to. I just took a brush like this and I tapped it into the mesh plate and I tapped it off, and then I just kind of patted it underneath her under eye for brightening and to set that area. I also used it on her fine lines around her mouth, and then I kind of very lightly dusted it on her forehead for her fine lines. So it really kind of like absorbs any of that issue that's going to be making your makeup slide around essentially. So now I'm going to set my contour. So again, typically I'll do the contour after my pressed powder, but in this scenario, because I used cream-based products, I want to make sure I set everything individually before we're done. So I'm going to use my pressed powder in the shade Twill, and this is one of my favorite products for contouring because of how soft and easy it is to blend out. Because it's a pressed powder is meant to blend. So it's kind of like a trick, I guess, a little sneaky trick to be able to get a really easy to blend contour. And if you guys need to be color matched, just type in big bold letters or caps color match in the comments and my assistant will start a message with you. So all I need is a selfie. So send me a selfie facing a window. Do you still have the Zote bar? Yes, that's how I still clean my makeup brushes. Don't use translucent powder if you have dry skin. You can, you're just going to want to use less of it. So another option too for you to be able to set your under eye is to use your pressed powder, this guy, any pressed powder, and then take a dry beauty blender, and then you will kind of work this into the powder and press it on. That's another way, another option to be able to set your under eye or set your spots that you want to. So this brush, you guys, so important for making sure that you have a really beautiful contour. So it's not too bold, it's not too wide, it's not too fluffy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my contour areas. Typically, I would like straight up contour, but for this, since I already kind of did, I want to set that cream so the cream contour doesn't move around at all, but it also makes it a little bit bolder, so keep that in mind if you're going to do this step. But I'm going to show you how to like tone it down afterwards, which is a really good trick if you're not into a really bold contour. So we're going to follow the natural hairline, swirl in the kind of corners, avoiding the middle of our forehead. Since you have oily skin, how can you help with the oils away mid-afternoon? So I actually don't have any trouble by mid-afternoon. That's how good this makeup is. It lasts for a really long time and helps to contain your oil for a really long time as well. However, if you do have trouble and you do need to set it mid-afternoon-ish, what you can do is keep your pressed powder handy and your setting spray. So like, for example, if I were to do my makeup at like 7 and we were going out to dinner at like 7. So that's a long time for makeup wear. What I would do is I would take my pressed powder, which I'm gonna do right now anyway, and I'm gonna take a big kabuki brush, and then you'll just kind of go around on those like shiny spots or wherever you feel like you need it, and you'll just kind of touch this up, and then you'll spray your makeup down with the setting spray, and that will kind of like revitalize your makeup look. All right, so now for this step, as I had mentioned, I always use my pressed powder to set my makeup. And this is kind of, I want you guys to think of our pressed powder as like a finishing powder. It's so silky soft and really light coverage that you can actually use it so many different ways. As you saw, I used it for contouring. You can use it for brightening your under eye if you got like a lighter shade. You can use it for setting. And it's not gonna make your makeup look dry or powdery or cakey. Our pressed powders are incredible, like hands down one of my favorite products. So now you can see how much softer. Remember how bold and crazy that contour looked? Now it just looks super soft, chiseled, warm. It looks like everything matches. Where do you find the blending buds on your site? They're gonna be under tools, and then they're gonna be under sponges and applicators. And if you still have trouble, message me and I can give you the direct link if that makes it easier for you. I have no problem doing that. Could I use the translucent setting powder with the brush lightly and use the pressed powder? Also, absolutely, yes. I always say to set your makeup with either the setting powder and or the pressed powder. So pressed powder, always, no matter what. Setting powder, I feel like, is the one that can go like either way. So if you were going to use one setting product, you have to use the pressed powder. I recommend the pressed powder for everybody. What mineral powder has pink undertones? Maybe the shade Twill? Message me and we can figure it out for you, Cindy. All right, so for blush, I want just a really soft and subtle blush color. So I'm going to reach for this one. This is the shade Surreal. It's kind of a trip. Can you believe that's a purple blush? How soft does that look? Isn't that amazing? When you see this on the website at first, you're like, girl, I ain't wearing no purple blush. That's what I thought too. I remember I put this on my mom the other day and she was like, you're putting that on me? I was like, trust. It does not look purple when it's on. Is that so pretty? So soft, so subtle. And it's the shade Surreal. So trust me, it's not purple, but it's so pretty on. It's like a little trick. So that's a really, really good blush color, and I like it too because it gives you this pretty glowy finish. You don't want pink undertones, got it. Then you'll want the shade Poplin, Cindy. Yes, nothing like Ray. How to start the weekend. Yay, Mary, thanks for being here. All right, so now for highlighting, I'm gonna use the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly, which is my hands down fave. And I love popping this on the highest parts of my cheekbones, the bridge and tip of my nose, and then Cupid's bow. And I love this because I have oily skin, but I love that dewy finished look. So this is an easy way to kind of like fake it because it gives you that really pretty glowy finish, but we ain't oily. Thank you so much for sharing. I so appreciate when you guys do that. If you haven't yet, if you could do me a solid, in the bottom left-hand corner, if you click the share button, and then in the top right-hand corner, you'll see 3 dots. If you want to click those dots and then turn on live notifications, that way you'll be alerted next time I go live. Where'd you get the big powder brush? Message me, Rose, and I can give that to you. Or Ashley can send it to you. This is one of my favorite blushes. I know, right? So pretty. All right, so now for brows, I'm going to use the Brow Obsession palette with the Brow Artist brush. I always dip it into the pomade on both sides, and then I dip it into the powder. And then I follow the tear duct straight up, and I will kind of press the Brow Artist brush just like that to cap it. And then I'll take this, and then I'll go straight to the arch. Drag it to the arch, and then I will drag it to the arch underneath. And I'll take whatever's left over through the tail. And it's okay to go longer than your hair to elongate your eyebrow. It's a good look. All right, so then I reached back into just the powder, and now I'm going to kind of just fine tune it. So I'll kind of take my brush and go back and forth in this front part where it's really sparse, and then it's just like coloring in. The pomade really helps to lay down the brow hair and keep everything in place all day long. So you don't want to use too much of the pomade, the little wax part, because it's going to make your eyebrows look a little shiny if you use too much. Thank you. Would I get brunette? Yes. Most people are brunette because it has the lighter brown too. What was that you just said that creates a dewy finish? Angel, that is the Touch a la Mode Luminizer this guy right here, it's going to be under highlight on my website, and I use the shade Pearly. Miss the color blush you use. I use the shade Surreal. It's like this purpley looking blush, but it's not purple on. And that's going to be under face on my website. Never really paid much attention to my eyebrows until I watched these. Such a difference. Oh my gosh, right? It really frames the face. I mean, look at that just by itself. I'm fortunate enough to have pretty good brows, and I use the Esteem Lash Serum on my brows to make them grow bolder. But it really frames the face. It does a big difference. All right, so same thing on this side, just kind of tapping that to create the wall. I have several questions on brows. Yes, message me. And then on the brow palette, a common question are, what are the two colors beneath the browns? These ones right here, those are highlights. I don't personally use them, but if you want to highlight your under eye, you can. Or I'm sorry, your underneath your brow, you absolutely can. And you'll use the flat end of the same brush, which again is the Brow Artist brush. Make sure, especially if you're getting the Brow Obsession palette, the one I'm using right now, that you get this brush. They go hand in hand. You pretty much have to use this brush with this product. It just makes it so much easier. Yes, Esteem Lash Serum is only 24 bucks, you guys, and it makes your lashes and your brows grow like weeds. Weeds, I tell ya. All right, so now for this eye look, we're gonna go kind of more pinky peachy, I guess. We're gonna go in first with this color right here, which is the shade Impish. I don't wanna use that brush. I wanna use a clean one. So I'm gonna use my fluffy crease brush, and I'm gonna grab Impish there. It's really pretty kind of peachy. It's like a cross between, remember the color Gingerly, which is like that caramel color? It's like Gingerly, but more pink undertoned instead of caramel. So it's really pretty if you have blue or light colored eyes. I mean, this is also a color that anyone can use, but it's so pretty on, you guys. Highly recommend to grab it. The shade Impish. Got my Relentless tea, yay! No, oh my gosh, you're not too old for eyebrows. It really makes a difference, and you don't have to do them as bold. I really encourage you, Marcia, to watch my makeup tutorial that I did on my mom 2 days ago. It's on my Facebook page here. If you go to Rhea Hope here on Facebook, make sure that you like and follow my page. Give it a thumbs up, and then scroll down until you see it. And it's 2 days ago, so it shouldn't be too far down on my list. All right, so for this color Impish, I'm just popping this in the crease of my eye and up onto the brow bone. I want it to kind of shine through as I have my eyes open. And look how pretty that is. It's just the lightest peachy color. So again, this is shade Impish. Impish, one of my favorites, yes. What you do for deep set eyes, the same? Yes, you'll do the same technique. You're just gonna wanna use light, pretty colors like this. Impish would be a good one for deep set eyes. I have an itch. I don't want to scratch it until I set my makeup. So that's my trick. Just tap my face. Okay, so Impish all over. Always make sure we swirl on the outside corners to get that in depth. All right, so now I'm going to take my brush. Do I want to use? I guess I'll just use this one. Oops. I'm just going to use this one. This is by Luxie, I think. I don't know. Just a smaller tapered brush. And I'm going to grab Fervent, which is a maroon. I'm going to grab that, swirl in the cap, tap it off because I don't want a ton of this product on here. And I'm using a very light hand, you guys, to do this. And I'm just going to keep this color in the outside corner and work it into the crease ever so slightly. So this color is going to be like what's going to give us that depth to our eye. And again, it's a shade Fervent. And it's like a maroon red, like a brick maroon red. Super pretty on. Thank you. So the color Fish, Impish, imp. That would be a funny name. But like I had said before, if you guys need to be color matched, go ahead and comment color match in the comments so then we can message you to start that combo. And all I need is a selfie facing a window and for you to tell me what kind of makeup look you're wanting to do. If you want something more natural, more full coverage, etc. And I can give you a full recommendation. I also sometimes do this, but if you need me to do a shopping cart for you, if you're having a hard time shopping on the website, I can build a cart for you. So if you need that to, need me to do that for you, let me know. All right, so that was Fervent, which we just kind of warmed up that eye look, and now I'm gonna go back in with Impish and bring all of that kind of blended together. Just like so. And now I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take this color right here, which is Dauntless, just like a plain Jane, kind of yellowy nude color, and I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner to soften all that up. Same thing over here. I'm using my finger just because it's faster, but you could also use the other end of the liner shader brush, which is probably a better idea, which is this one. And this is a good color because it's really pigmented, so it's perfect for kind of cleaning things up if you went a little too heavy on the inner corner. And then I'll go back in with Impish because I don't want to lose that color. And then I'll go back in with Fervent just ever so slightly. All right, and now I'll flip my brush around and use the angled side. I'm gonna go in with the shade Gullible, which is a chocolate brown. This is a must-have color for everybody. It's just like a really good basic color to have in your possession. And I like to use this color underneath my lower lash line to kind of create this like almost imaginative line there to make it look like I have mascara underneath, because I don't really like wearing mascara on my bottom lash line all that much. So this is an easy little trickaroo, just like that. All right, now that that's done, now I'm gonna set my makeup. And you guys, this is so important. So go hog wild with that. But setting your makeup not only takes away like the makeup-y look or the powdery look, but it also keeps your makeup in place all day long, keeps it from transferring, keeps it from running. It like is the hairspray finish to your makeup look. And I like to do this before I'm actually done with my makeup, because if I were to do my mascara and then do my setting spray, I'd just be making my mascara like more wet. So I'm kind of thinking smarter, not harder. So I'm gonna use my setting spray before I put on my mascara. So I always like to use this little fan to make it dry faster. Just like that. Oh, nice. I'm so glad that was, they shipped so fast for you. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Just super simple. All right, so now for mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Lash Primer. And I love this Lash Primer one. It really helps to kind of give your lashes a little lift and a curl. So if you have stubby little lashes, this product's incredible. It also helps to give you like a better outcome of your mascara. So if you've been struggling getting your lashes to look poppin', for lack of a better word, this one is a really, really great product. Lash Primer. Just like they joke, it's crime, not to prime. Same goes with your lashes. Yes, remind me to show you the mirror that I use. I actually meant to do that on my live the other day. But especially when you're doing your mascara, the mirror that I've been using over the last few years really, really, really helps, because you can kind of tweak it and push it to make it angled, so it's forcing your eye to kind of like go like this, so you don't get like mascara all over your eyelid. So if you struggle with doing that or getting mascara all over, you have to get this mirror. It's called the Gala, and it's from a company called Fancy, and I rave about it. All right, so this is the 4D mascara. This is such incredible mascara. I love because it gives you like falsy results. Like it looks like I'm wearing fake eyelashes. It has fibers and gel infused in it, but no longer you have the trouble with your fibers like falling out all over. So I love that. And then I forgot to do my eyeliner, dang it. We're gonna throw on our eyeliner. The mirror is like less than $40, you guys. And then you can use my code RAYA15 to save on it also. I'm gonna wait for my mascara to dry before I do that step. How much was the mirror? Yeah, it's like less than $40. So this is what it looks like. So it has the white LED light. That's what I have on right now. And then, oop, drop my blending bud. And it has all this storage, but I love it because look at it, can turn all the way, and it can turn this way, and it has magnification. It does like everything, and that light is like super, I mean, look at that. It's so bright and natural. It's amazing. I love, love, love this mirror. And I like it too because it's super tall, so you don't ever have to like lean over anymore. It's amazing. I like cannot stop raving about it. There we go. Yes, Impish and Fervent are on my eyes, and the shade Dauntless on the lid. Dauntless, Impish, Fervent, and then I did Gullible underneath. I'm not sure, my eyelashes are way too small, but the mascara didn't do anything for me. Christine, Lash Primer, Esteem Lash Serum to make your lashes grow. Highly recommend those two. All right, so now for lips, we're going to do a kind of a fun, like, peachy lip. So I'm going to do the lip liner in Prudent. And I'm going to show you a trick with lip liner. So we're going to line our lips to keep our lipstick in place all day so it doesn't bleed, doesn't smudge. These lip liners are smudge proof. They're creamy, they're matte, and they're only 15 bucks. All right, so I'm going to put that all over. And then I'm going to fill in my whole lip look. The blush I used was the shade Surreal. It's this crazy looking purple blush, but it's not purple when you put it on. All right, so I'm gonna fill in my whole lip with this. The reason is because it's gonna alter the lipstick color. So this by itself is really pretty. That was the lip liner in the shade Prudent. Isn't that pretty all by itself? I'll definitely look into that. Yes. Do you have the link to the mirror? Yes, I will put it right here. Fancy. There's the link to the mirror, and then you could use the code RAYA15 when you're checking out. Yay, awesome. And then everything I'm using is available right here, RayaHopeBeauty.com. All right, so now for the lipstick, I'm gonna use the shade Extravagant. So when you first look at this color, it's super bright and like peachy, but when you have it on over Prudent, it changes it into this really gorgeous peachy pink. I'm gonna take my finger and blend that out. And then we're not done yet. Now I'm going to take my concealer and just use a teeny tiny bit. And that's actually kind of a lot. And I'm going to blend that in. And this is going to lighten it up. Just like that. And that's so pretty. Ah, I love it. I love this color. So again, that was the lipstick in the shade Extravagant with the lip liner in the shade Prudent, and then we just popped a little concealer in the middle. But that's the whole makeup look. Ta-da! I always feel like I need to say that when I'm done. Ta-da! I don't know if you get the same look with a stain because I don't think any of our stains are like peachy like that. So I would definitely make sure to grab the lipstick in Extravagant and then the lip liner in Prudent. And then on our eyes, we did this quad. We did the shade Dauntless on the lid, Fervent in the outside corner, Impish in the crease, and then Gullible underneath were the colors. But I will upload my whole makeup look to this little tab on my website called Looks. And you can search Rhea Hope, type it all one word, and it will pop up. I also put the link right there. So that's where you can see all of my different makeup looks, including the tutorial for it. So if you missed out on any of the tutorials, you can always check back in there, and you could see the product list as well as the tutorial and the finished picture. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. I'll see you soon. I'll actually see you guys 2 times today. 2 more times. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair live. I'm gonna use the La Volume to do my hair today. So I'm actually gonna go get it, plug it in, and then we'll be back. So like 5 minutes-ish. And then at 2 o'clock-ish, I have a really fun little live planned for you guys, introducing you to one of my new favorite products. So make sure that you tune back in around 2 o'clock here too, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye. Oh, and also make sure to message me to get color matched if you haven't yet. And our whole website's on sale. I always forget to mention that. Our whole website's on sale minus skincare. You can get 25% off your whole order if you order 5 products, 5 qualifying products. You get 20% off if you order 4. You get 15% off if you order 3. So such a good, crazy deal. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. You can shop right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye.